What's up, everybody? My name is LB the Realist, and this is Realistic Studios, where the real is for real. Thank you for joining me. So, I had one subscriber. I had one person ask me what they thought about what he wanted to know, or they wanted to know what they thought, what I thought about Kanye's thoughts in tweets. Look, the only reason I'm even doing this video is to make a broader point here. All right, here's my thing. I don't give a flying fuck what Kanye tweets. Like, look, Kanye at one point in time was a great artist for me. When he first came out, I loved him. I loved the first CD. I loved the second CD. Somewhere after the second CD, he just kind of lost me in somewhere out there. I don't know if he got too much money or I don't know. That's just me personally. That being set aside, I don't go to Kanye for knowledge. Like, I don't go to any celebrity for know-how or for wisdom. I just don't. And furthermore, I don't think that it's important for us to be discussing what the fuck Kanye is tweeting. Just because he tweeted his love and support for Donald Trump, I don't give a fuck. You know when I heard that? Yeah, probably. It's not news. It's not news. So here's the God honest truth. I read a few of his tweets. I think he said something about him and Trump had dragon energy or something like that. I heard a little bit when he was talking about he got liposuction for his fans on TMZ. You know, that's fucking ridiculous to me. Dude, you're a man. If you don't get your dumb ass in the gym somewhere. Okay, whatever. Whatever. That's another subject for another video. He said something about slavery, and I don't even know exactly what he said. But everybody and their mama is talking about Kanye said slavery was a choice. I heard that's not even what he said. Now, again, forgive me, but I don't care to find out what he actually said. I just don't. Why, you say, LB? Because, number one, what Kanye says and or tweets does not fucking matter. He's not running for office. He's not doing anything for anybody but himself and his people. Okay? He's not paying your bills. You're not paying his. So it doesn't matter who he supports. Okay? Number one. Number two, which is probably the biggest point. This whole Kanye tweeting shit is a fucking distraction. And I know you guys have heard that before. Let me repeat it. This is a distraction. And it's so much of a distraction. We're so blindfolded and confused as a people that they tell us it's a distraction and we're still distracted by it. I'm going to I'm going to leave the video in the description from Saturday Night Live. I don't watch Saturday Night Live because I think it's generally not funny. I think somebody said like it's half funny sometimes and the other half it's fucking hilarious or something like that. Or it's not funny half of the time and the other half is fucking hilarious. I don't know. But I don't watch it. It's not that funny to me. And fuck Kenan Thompson. He used to be my childhood hero, but fuck that nigga, you know, for what he said about Bill Cosby, because that was just some low shit. Very low shit that no man should ever fucking do. And then no comedian, black comedian at that, should never fucking do. But I'll leave that for another video as well. But side note, fuck that nigga. Alright. But him and Donald Glover, which is Childish Gambino, he just did the song This Is America. He had a video for it. I seen a part of it. I didn't watch the whole thing yet because it's a cultural phenomenon. And when things are culturally or you know, when mainstream accepts it and everybody is talking about it, me personally, I tend to not really want to know. And that's probably one of the reasons. That's probably number 3 of the reason why I don't care what Kanye says or tweets. Because the mainstream media made such a fucking story of it that I really don't give a fuck about it. The only reason I'm doing this video right now is because I had one person ask me, and they asked me, they honestly wanted to know what my opinion was on the Kanye matter. And I respect that. I respect that. And I didn't want to say anything about Kanye, but I wanted to make the broader point, in addition to giving my thoughts on it, but I wanted to make the broader point that this is just a distraction. Saturday Night Live did a video that had Kenan Thompson and Donald Glover in it, and they made fun of Kanye. They were in the woods, and I don't want to give too much of it away, but if you haven't seen it, it's fucking hilarious. I ain't gonna lie, it's fucking great. They were in the woods, and Donald Glover kept getting Kanye's tweets, and he's telling everybody like, oh, this is what Kanye tweeted, and everybody's like, shut the fuck up, a monster's chasing us. And then, they get too into the tweets, they get so enamored by Kanye's tweets that they all get picked off one by one by the monster. This is exactly what's happening to us. We're so blinded that we can't even see the truth that they're laying out right in front of us. We get so distracted with shit like Kanye's tweets and Trump's tweets and what this person said and this distraction and that distraction that we can't even fucking see that they're picking us off one by one like fucking cherries or oranges or apples. Literally. And putting our heads in baskets. I'm getting kind of colorful there, but I'm making a broader point. We shouldn't be focused on this. We should be focused on what's important. Meanwhile, and I know some of you guys are going to hate me for this. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry because I see the bigger picture and I'm trying to awaken as many people as I can. If you want to say fuck LB the realist, then say fuck LB the realist. But at least explain why you feel that way. If you want to say fuck Bill Cosby, say fuck Bill Cosby, but explain why you came to your conclusion that he's guilty, or explain why you found it necessary to believe the mainstream media when they told you that he was guilty. We're not talking about this farce of a trial, this illegal trial that just happened. We're not talking about how the mainstream media did this whole propaganda campaign against Bill Cosby and starting 2014. Slaughtered him in the media before he had a day in court. Brought all those women alleging that he did something to them. Put them all on CNN. Don Lemon interviewed these women. Didn't press them on the story. Didn't do shit. You let them tell their fucking tales. Bill Cosby was convicted in the court of public opinion. Meaning before he stepped foot in that courtroom, they were already going to convict him. It was already set and done. One of the jurors came out and said, before the trial even started, which you're not supposed to do this, they said, let's hurry up and convict him already. We know he's guilty. The judge did not excuse that juror. He did not throw in the alternate. That juror should have been excused, and he wasn't. The Judge Stephen O'Neill, should have recused himself because his wife is a sexual assault counselor. Now, you tell me, if your wife was a sexual assault counselor and you were a judge and you were presiding over a case such as this, you're telling me that wouldn't have, the outcome of that case or of that trial would not have an effect on your living situation at home. You telling me that it would not have an effect on your marriage. You're telling me that your wife does not have an effect on how you do your job when it comes to sexual assault. You can be totally unbiased. That's why, Judge O'Neill, you let 5 women that had absolutely nothing to do with Andrea Constand, you let 5 women tell their tale in the courtroom, even though most of these women are fucking liars and scam artists. But you let them tell their tale in the courtroom. But you didn't let, you blocked one witness to testify the first time, to try to testify the first time. You let her testify this time, but then you blocked another one. The DA, Kevin Steele, made it a campaign promise to convict Bill Cosby. A campaign promise to convict an innocent man that never had a day in court. He teamed up, in my opinion, this fool teamed up with the judge, teamed up with Andrea Constand and her mother. Seems as though that she was a big orchestration in this. She played a big role in this whole conviction. They teamed up and convicted that man. And this is all for what? Why would 50, 60 plus women come out and say the same thing about one person, LB the realist? Why? Why would they do that? Why do you think they do it? Come on now, let's not be that naive. I'm spitting all over the place. I'm sorry. That's what happens when I get too amped. I say all this to say, instead of focusing on the illegal trial that we just had, we're focusing on Kanye's tweets. Now, if you don't see a problem with that, then I think you must be a part of the problem. If you don't see a problem with not talking about Bill Cosby's case, even if you think he's guilty, you should have still wanted a fair trial for other people that may not be guilty. People get convicted all the time. And we have a history, a deep history in this country of white women accusing black men of rape. And the white society goes along with it. Why? Because she's a white woman. And I'm sorry to be so blunt. I'm sorry because it sounds ugly. That's literally the ugly truth. That's something that I have to worry about, being a darker skinned male. That's something that my mother worries about, being a Puerto Rican lady. She worries about me being wrongly convicted of some bullshit. That's why I said in one of my last videos, what about, you guys want to talk about, well, I have a daughter and, you don't know what it's like to have a daughter. And, well, you don't know what it's like to have a son. You don't know what it's like to be a son. And to think about your life being on the line and you being thrown in jail and they throw out the key all because you were convicted in the court of public opinion and never had a day in court. And when you set foot in the court, they were all too ready to convict you. The fans turned their back. The actors turned their backs. The whole black community turned their backs on Bill Cosby. I can say the whole black community, but most of the black community. Yeah, people like Hannibal Buress over there telling jokes. Yeah, people like Kenan Thompson acting a damn fool. Telling shit that no man should be telling. Telling shit that a man told you in confidence. You don't go and repeat that shit to national television. What's wrong with you? He only did that shit because of all the hate that Bill Cosby has. And in order to paint a picture. In order to paint a picture in everybody's minds. That's why he did that. And it was wrong and it was nasty and it was fucking low. I had so much respect for Kenan Thompson. I grew up on Kenan Thompson. I grew up on Kenan and Kel. I grew up on Good Burger. I grew up on all that. I was a fan. I was a fan of Kenan Thompson. He let me down with that shit. He let me down because Bill Cosby wanted black media in particular to be more critical. He wanted us to see through the bullshit. And so many of us dropped the ball, myself included. I know when this whole case popped off 2014, 2015, I wasn't doing videos like this. And the media has been kind of quiet about it, since the last trial or whatever, but I wasn't up on game then. And that's my fault for not being up on game. Now I'm up on game and nobody's talking about it. I literally check YouTube every day to see who's posting videos about Bill Cosby. All the mainstream sites, they're done. They got their conviction, they're done. It doesn't even matter if Bill Cosby never spends a day in jail. They've convicted him in the court of public opinion. They've slaughtered him in the media. They've tarnished his career and his good name forever. You look up Bill Cosby right now on Google. What comes up? An American comedian, actor, and convicted sex offender. You fucking bitches. You disgusting pigs. That's so gross to do. That's... A lot of you are saying, LB, you're wrong. You're wrong. They convicted him. He was found guilty by a jury of his peers. Yeah. Flip that on its head. 12 people. 12 individuals that we don't even know their names at this point. I think we know one of them is Harrison something. 12 people convicted this man because of all the hearsay. There was no evidence. There's no evidence at all. There's no proof. There's nothing. They weren't even solid stories. If that doesn't scare you, being a black man, being a woman, being an American under this justice system, then something is more wrong with you than there is with Bill Cosby. And that's the honest to God truth. Even if you think he's guilty, you should still have a critical mind. You should still be asking more questions than you are, because right now you're not. You're so okay with it. And I'm baffled. I'm baffled as to why I have to make a video about Kanye West. Of course, I didn't have to make the video about Kanye West, but I felt as though there was a need to make a video about it because that's what everybody wants to talk about. Everybody wants to talk about Kanye. Everybody wants to talk about Kanye. I don't agree with everything Kanye does. I think the brother's kind of crazy. I think a lot of people are kind of fucking crazy. That's no direct diss to him. I think a lot of people are fucking crazy. I'm kind of crazy. Hey, I'm kind of crazy. How you doing? Everybody a little crazy. You know what I'm saying? Especially when they tweet some shit. Tweets can be taken in any context. You know how texts can be taken? People get mad at a certain text that you text them even though you didn't mean it that way. You put LOL and everything. They still text back like, what the fuck? Question mark. You gotta text them back like, what's wrong? Oh, it's what you text me. I just texted this. See, words can be taken out of context. The whole situation with the slaves having a choice, like I said, and I know I'm going off on tangents here, but like I said, I didn't read all his tweets. He said something about slaves had a choice. If you want to break it down, I don't know exactly what he said, but if you want to just base it on that, yeah, I kind of agree with him. Slaves had a choice. You know why? You know why I believe that? Because when they first got the slaves from West Africa and tried to bring them to the triangle, you know what I'm saying, to the Caribbean islands and then to North America, when they first brought the Africans, some of them Africans was not having it. Some of them would rather die. Some of them would rather jump their asses in the ocean and take their chances with the sharks in the freezing ass water than to be a slave. And I'm not saying all of them had this choice. I'm just bringing up a bigger point that maybe that's what he meant. That's what I hear when I hear, oh, slaves had a choice. That's what I think. Well, some of them, yeah, you're right. Some of them would rather die than to be a slave. Some of them wanted to live through it. And they wanted to survive. It is what it is. But stop taking this man's tweets and blowing them up to be something that they're not supposed to fucking be. Let that man support Trump if you want to support Trump. Everybody else fucking do. Not everybody else, but I mean, like, there's a good portion of Americans that's just like, fuck it. Hey, Trump's president. Wave the flag. Fuck it. What is the point of deciphering Kanye's tweets? My question is, where is this going to take us? How are we going to grow from this? We all know Kanye is going to be Kanye. He got an album coming out. The nigga wants to run for president. Come on now. Why are we discussing this shit? Jesus. That's what I think about Kanye's tweets. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Like this video if you like, share it if you feel as though it's shareable, and subscribe to me if you haven't before so we can keep talking about Kanye tweets and shit. My God. I didn't even watch, but I had to see so many different videos on Kanye this and Kanye that and Kanye this and Kanye. Everybody saying the same shit. Kanye crazy. Kanye got an album coming out. Kanye just promoting. Kanye doing it. I don't give a fuck. Have love in your hearts for people. Even Kanye. Even Trump. Have peace in your soul. And keep spreading that light and keep fighting. I'll see you guys on the next one, alright? I'm trying to pump these out, just little rant videos on what's going on that I've been, watching and coming across. I know I've been kind of relatively silent this week. I just came from out of town, visiting some family, my grandmother and my lady out in Bakersfield. And I just got back to work yesterday, and now I have to pick it up now. So I'm pretty much going to be working every day for a month. And construction most of the time, so it kind of weirds me to fuck out. Today I did construction, and then now I'm chilling back doing obviously my brain is like I'm doing security right now. I started off doing construction, now I'm doing security. So bear with me. I'll try to get some more material out to you guys as soon as I can. It's mostly gonna be in my car because, like I said, I'm gonna be working my ass off for this next month trying to get things right. So let me know how you guys are doing. Enough about me. How are you doing? What's going on in your life? Let LB know in the comment section below. Until next time, I'll see you guys later. And stop worrying about what Kanye tweets. Damn.